great program. And I would like to welcome everyone, our guests and regular members. I want to invite you to ponder and reflect with reverence and with awe God's goodness. He makes all seasons, and for me, today is a spiritual season of spring, a time for new growth. And before anything else, I would also like to introduce the speaker. He is no other than Pastor Edwin Darius, and he is a pastor, our pastor who's helping us here, and he's from Berman, and he's being trained as well for his ministry, and we praise him. We praise God because he's here to help us. And so, before I leave the podium, I just want to read this Bible text from Psalms 127, 3 to 4, New International Version. Here goes. Children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from him. Like arrows in the hands of a warrior are children born in one's youth.
"'Tis love that makes us happy" is our opening song. Please stand.
Balik ka ulit. Happy Sabbath.
Good morning.
Let's have a word of prayer to start. Heavenly Father, this morning as we gather to worship you and to praise your name, we want you to be with us and to pour out your blessings on the parents as well on the children, Lord. We know that you love them and you have a special blessing for them this morning. It is the adventurous Sabbath, and we pray, Lord, that you will continue to give parents the strength that they need every single day to help their children to learn good lessons and to be like you. We praise you and we want you to be with us this morning. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Alright, so this morning is the adventurer service blessing. And I will share with you just a little talk. I'll briefly talk about the tradition of family blessing. And first of all, I want to start by saying that children are a blessing. Would you agree?
Amen.
Children are a gift from God. I don't have any children yet. I don't know if my perspective is going to change in a few years, but I know for now that children are a blessing. So the Adventure Family Blessing Service is a special ceremony, and that gives the parents the opportunity to bless their children and to affirm to them their value, not only in their eyes, but also in the eyes of God. So I want to repeat that. So it's your opportunity this morning to bless your children and to affirm to them their value, not only in your eyes as a parent, but also in the eyes of God. So family blessings are really, really important in the Bible. Throughout the whole Old Testament, we see that the patriarchs always bless their children. Abraham blessed Isaac, Isaac blessed Jacob, Jacob blessed Joseph, and so on. So blessings are a way to express your gratitude towards your children. It's a way to express your gratitude towards your children. And when you bless your children, you're asking God to increase their longevity, their health, their happiness, and you're also asking God to protect them from danger. So I want to repeat that. When you're blessing your children, you're asking God to increase their health, their longevity, and you're also asking God to protect them from dangers. So in the Jews still today, they practice family blessing, children blessing. So every Sabbath, they gather together, and before eating, they would recite the blessing found in Numbers 6, verse 24 to 26, the one that says, "May the Lord shine His face upon you," and so on. So they'll recite it every Sabbath, and after that, the parents will tell good words to their children. So they'll praise their accomplishments, their good behaviors, and they'll all eat together and hug each other. So the children, they'll feel really appreciated, and they'll feel loved. So every Sabbath, the Jews still bless their children. So children are really, really important to God. This is why when Jesus was preaching, and the disciples were pushing the children away, and Jesus said, no, let them come to me, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these. The kingdom of God belongs to such as these. So children are important in the eyes of God. So in closing, there are lessons that I believe we can learn from children. The first one is that they have faith. They don't know what's going on with their parents. They don't know how their parents are struggling to provide, but they know that their parents are going to provide. Children, they have faith. They know that they're going to eat. They know that everything is going to be all right. So we need to learn this lesson from children. They have faith. The second thing is, children don't stress. They don't live in the past, they don't live in the future, they enjoy the present. They enjoy the moment with their parents. So we need to do the same thing. We need to enjoy the moment with God, knowing that He's going to provide for us tomorrow. Yes. The other thing is that children have fun. Hey, they just like enjoying themselves, jumping around and laugh. So we need to be joyous as Christians. And the last thing is that children, they don't hold grudges. They forgive and they move on. They don't hold grudges. So we need to learn that as Christians. So have faith, don't stress, have fun, don't hold grudges, forgive and move on. So this is the purpose of the Adventure Family Blessing. It's for you to express your gratitude toward your children by asking God to increase their health, their prosperity, longevity, and asking God to protect them every single day. So may God bless the children of our church.
Amen. Ay, nasa baba yung ano, ibabasa ni ano, nasa ano din, nasa slides. Basahin ni ano.
Wala.
Sige, ano mo,
Special song.
Sige pa.
Wala.
Sige pa.
Wala.
Meron dyan inano si Lizard scripture
Oo nga,
reading.
nandun
Wala.
ka, nakita ko.
Yeah, he actually forwarded.
Mga ano na lang. Yun ito.
Deuteronomy 6:6 to 7. Wala nga eh.
Wala dun sa...
Dahil si Linson na nag-forward nito sa akin.
ano naman ba kayo yung updated niya?
Oo, yung kay Ching
Hello.
Updated
Pero kagabi niya pinadala
ngayon lang yan.
Oo, hindi na sa akin.
Good morning.
Our scripture reading is from Deuteronomy 6:6 to 7. These commandments that I give you today are to be upon your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk to them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down, and when you get up.
Children, honor your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and your mother, which is the first commandment, with a promise that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth. Ephesians 6, verse 1 to 3.
Amen.
We request all of the families to please come up here as we sing.
Ha?
Hindi yan ako,
Oh, iba yan.
Ang natanggap ko eh, walang ibang email na ano.
Hindi, ano pala?
Oo, may pinadala nasa email ko.
Paano yan?
Pwede ko pa bang makuha? Hindi na.
Ano yun naman na lang?
Pagka nag-blessing na lang.
May lyrics niya.
Meron. Ito meron.
Nasaan? No, yung
Hindi,
love.
alam mo, pinadala ni Linson sa kanya iba. Ang pinadala sa akin iba.
Na yung kay Sandy Patti, nasaan? Nasaan yung binigay ko na ano? Nandoon
Yung
yun
USB
eh.
mama.
Na
USB.
doon, binalik ko kay Jay.
Dali lang.
Hindi nila alam yung ano. Nandoon yung lyrics.
Oo.
Bakit hindi?
As we're all coming up, I want to thank all of you sitting in the pews who have been so supportive, your prayers, with just even acknowledging our kids and befriending them. Many of you have been so amazing with us. We're going to sing a couple songs today as family.
Ipasok mo kaya.
And our children have also worked hard to sit still and
siya, tapos
to
buksan mo yung
pay
file
attention.
Ikaw nga,
So thank you guys, you guys are doing awesome. This song we're gonna sing is
Kasha.
Love Will Be Our Home
Nasaan dito? Nasaan yung file?
by Sandy.
Ching, hindi ko alam yung file dito, Ching. Anong file?
Saan name of the file?
Saan dyan? Sa email ko na. Love is our home.
If home
Love
is
is
really where the
Wala bang love is our home?
then home must be a place we all can share. Our hearts can be a family, and hope can bring this family face today. And though we may be far apart, our hearts can be as one loves us, and love brings us together in one place. Laughter, wherever there is laughter, brings us life. Someone smiling, someone dreaming, we can live together there. Love will be our home. My words, when there are words of goodness spoken, where a vow is never broken, we can live together there. Love will be our home. Love will be our home.
You have to go to gmail.com. Pang ano yan.
Love will be our home. Love will be our home. Love will be our home. Wherever there is laughter ringing, someone smiling, someone dreaming, we can live
Scroll down.
together. Love will be our
Yeah, well.
home. Where there are children singing, where a tender heart is
Same, ikaw pwede ikaw
we
mag-save.
can live together there. Love will be
Okay,
our home. Love will be our home.
Tapos pumunta ka rin sa I will freeze it. Freeze it. Yeah. And then just go. Tapos ngayon kanila ka na. Okay, dito ka na. Then,
Yan. Ayan. Thank you.
Hindi pala updated yung binigay sa akin eh. Not my phone.
Akala ko naman pinadala ni ano.
Not my phone.
sanay.
Mark? Hello. Hello. Hi, good morning, Arlene.
Good morning.
Bear with me, I'm having to do public speaking. Okay, I think she asked us to talk about our kids and symbolize or represent our kids. And Sienna represented with Isa cupcake. Here's your cupcake. It's like baking. You need ingredients, and it's not precise ingredients. It's not just, you just put 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of water, or 2 dozens of eggs, whatever. But I'm not a professional baker. She got me into baking because she loves cupcakes, and I just wanted to give this a proper speech for her. There is a beautiful proverb that says, "Train a child in the way he should go, and when he or she is old enough to depart from him." So as a parent, the training never stops, and sometimes we need reassurance that our efforts are not going to waste.
and that we are doing the right thing. Sienna, to me, you are my beautiful cupcake. Yes. Everybody likes cupcakes, isn't it? Everything is good in the world when you have a cupcake, right? So that's how we feel, and that's how we feel about her. And ever since she was born, 1,463 days ago, and she just turned 4. And she means so much to us. We love her so much. And sometimes I feel like, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I feel like I'm a professional baker, but I'm not. I try to put all the ingredients as a baker, you know, like when you're baking, together and compile it from the best sources or money can buy, and try to expertly mix the ingredients together to achieve the best results. But just like parenting, the pastry does not always turn out as you expect. But sometimes it results quite simply in perfection. The way God looked at us when we are initially was made. For me, I see it that we are made differently by God, and it's specifically given to you. And that's how I feel about her. We were asked to come here as Ate Sienna to give a symbol, and that's her. She's a cupcake. Cupcakes actually represent sweetness and celebration, and we celebrate her life, celebrate her sweetness. As a cupcake, she's rich, fluffy, flavored, and sponge-like. Goodness that is smooth. That's what it says. And so icing, and it's pure heaven when you taste it. So, just to end this, well, cupcakes is very simple to make, but this ingredients is very, very specific, as God made us very specific to each one family. Sienna, we love you so much, and we are committed to helping you learn, grow, and develop the way God intended. I love you so much, and please put God first in your heart, and put God in everything what you do. I'm so proud of you.
Amen.
Hi, Sienna. What's this? I was trying to think what's the perfect compliment to a delicious cupcake. And we dug something up this morning. And there you go, Sienna. There's your milk right there. I love the cupcakes too. And we love the milk as well. Milk is very symbolic, as you know, as parents. There's a lot of milk politics involved in the early stages of life. Dads. But I'm not here to talk about Sienna's milk. I feel those are a little bit limited, so Sienna, do you love milk? Well, to Daddy, you're like the Milky Way galaxy. Like that? Well, I describe Sienna as the Milky Way galaxies because it's, your mother and I, it's like we deploy rocket ships every morning and satellites to the galaxy to try to figure you out and to explore your mind. Because every day it seems like we have to learn something about you every day. And as parents, it's true, it's like our children are changing all the time. Although their physiological needs, you need food, water and clothing, roof over your head, the basic stuff, but the stuff that mommy and daddy have to learn about you are the stuff in your head. And every day you learn new words, it seems, and we love it when you use these words, and we have to discover, like astronauts, like the meaning of these words, constantly exploring, and the amazing thing is God made you the way you are, and although we don't understand everything in the galaxy, the fact that you can be such a big influence in people's lives, and you can make a difference in people's lives makes it worthwhile for us, Mom and Dad, to explore and learn more about you. And we don't pretend to know everything about you, but just like God made us perfect in His own image, you to us are always perfect. So we love you. And we look forward to seeing you grow and develop and being a source of inspiration 4 years and beyond. We love you, Sam.
Nawala yung ano? Huhugot.
Nagalaw.
Okay, sorry.
Alright, everyone knows I'm terrified of public speaking, so I'm not even going to face you all. I'm going to try to get through this without crying too much. Okay. I'm just going to read it. So, Dylan, my firstborn. Okay. You made me a mother for the first time. When I found out I was pregnant with you, I never realized I could love a person so much, even though I hadn't met you or I didn't really know you. I just wanted to protect you. As you continue to grow, your playfulness is contagious. You symbolize happiness to our home. That's why we have this. I looked it up. Apparently, a dolphin is happiness. So here, Dylan. Because your laughter could always be heard. Your energetic personality is known by many. You have taught me to be patient and trust God no matter what. God has lent your precious self to me and your dad, and I pray to God every day to lead you to God's grace. Give me the wisdom to teach you what is right from wrong. The world has many discouragements, my boy, but remember we have a God who loves you, and you have a mother who will always love you unconditionally. I love you, my little boy.
Oh, I have to say too? Oh, I didn't know. Okay, Dylan. You're like a playful little puppy. You just keep playing. I hope you'll grow up as a playful boy. Always be.
Sino pa isa? Si Sophia. Turn on the microphone.
Sophia, I have always called you my motivation. When I found out I was pregnant with you, I was halfway through my nursing program, but this didn't stop me from going to school. You motivated me to even try harder. Even to my last preceptorship, people even commented I was ready to pop. Doctors said you were in a breech position and were concerned, but I believed it was God's will, so I could finish school. Because 6 days after my last preceptorship day, I felt contractions. and they did an ultrasound and you were in the correct position, and I had my easiest delivery with you, if that's even possible. You symbolize a bear. Because you are truly a strong-willed girl. You know what you want despite it is not the norm, and you go for it. I pray to God for you every day. I lead you to God's grace and give you the love you need. I never knew I could love two beings so much as I do. I love you unconditionally, Fia girl.
Hi, Pia. You're like an iceberg to me. You'll never go, you'll sink at that time.
In the end, in the end.
Good morning. Yeah. It's okay. Come here. Okay. I have no speech as usual. It came from the heart. Anyway, Ian, what's your favorite animal? Okay. For those of you who have been to our house, what animal do you see the most in our house?
Dinosaurs.
Okay. Okay. So the first animal that Ian liked was a frog. And so when I was thinking about what to say, I actually thought of 3 things about a frog. Number 1, I have no idea how metamorphosis works. Does anybody else know? Do you know how it goes from egg to tadpole to etc.? Does anyone understand that? I don't really get it. And so when I look at Ian, I go, I have no idea how you went from baby to this. And I have no idea. I have no idea where you're going either. But in terms of mystery, I don't understand, like, I can read all the biology I want, but I still don't understand, and I will still consider this a mystery as to how we got so big so quick. So that's number 1. Number 2, with Ian, one of the things he likes doing the most is jumping. And so when I look at how far Ian has got, like how much of a leap he's gone, in growing, and how much he's capable of, I don't quite know yet, but I know he'll get far. Right, Ian? You can jump? You like jumping? And the last thing I think about frogs is, way back when, there used to be these little bracelets that had the word frog on them. Does everyone remember what those are for? Yeah, so it might sound cheesy to some of you, but yeah. The more I think about frog, there is that time as parents, we do have to fully rely on God. Because I'll tell you right now, I have no idea what I'm doing. I keep saying that. I know that we have classes, that we're still studying for child guidance, but there are times when I still feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you have some idea, but I don't quite know, so I have to keep fully relying on God with these kids. But I know that if we fully rely on God, that, they'll turn out well. Okay, we're done.
Okay, I didn't really prepare special speech, but every time I see Amen, it reminds me of a monkey, Curious George. Although he is not very fond of monkeys, he's into dinosaurs and frogs. But he's like a monkey because he likes to jump, jump everywhere, and he's very curious and he's smart, and sometimes his curiosity gets him in trouble, or he makes us really happy, and he also makes us really, really mad to the highest level. So it takes a lot of patience raising Adrian, but we're so thankful for that because, our patience really stretches. It's not really easy. And also, every time I see Pierre, he reminds me of Adrian very much. So like father, like son. But I love Adrian so much. I love you, Ian. Do you love Mama? Yeah. Do you love Papa? Yeah. Okay. Do you love sister? You should love sister. You want to sing a song? You want to sing Cassie? When Jesus in the family? No, okay.
Okay.
That's everything.
Turn it on all the way up. All the way up. All the way. All the way up.
Hello? Audrey, God has made me your mother before you were born. You are in my dreams and prayers way before you were created inside of me. You are my dream come true and an answered prayer. You have given me purpose in my life and strengthened my faith and spirituality. You are a gift of beauty and strength, a symbol of a lotus flower, and in your name. Audrey's name defines noble and strength. And as a lotus flower defines beauty and strength and how the water lilies grow together. During that moment, God has made you exactly what I needed to help guide your footsteps in the Lord's way. I am blessed and grateful to our God that He has given me you. And I'll continue to pray that you'll learn more about God's love and faith in your precious life story. I love you, my Audrey girl. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Masiga.
Kasi gusto siya mo.
Gusto mo po rin din isa. All the way up.
The best. Handling 3 boys is the most challenging in life. Okay, for Andre, here's the script. Andre, you are the one of God's great blessing to us. Daddy, I was very excited and delighted the moment you are born. We're so blessed to have a healthy baby boy, to complete a family in our own. Your presence reminds us a candle. Here, open the box. What's inside? Oh, show it to them. What is it? Oh, it's a candle, right? It illuminates and gives us light in our life. Nothing is hard because you're always there to lighten and brighten our day and keep shining. Andre, you are so dear to us. As you grow, we challenge to pray harder that our Lord will help us and guide us to mold you to become a good person that God wants you to be. Daddy and I pour a blessing to you in Jesus' name. We pray that you live and follow God's will and you may always seek to stay on the path God has prepared for you. We love you, Daddy and Mommy.
For Iman. Iman, you are also a God's gift and blessing to our family. You are the most concerned for our family and always trying to keep things in order. As a middle child, you are always asking for assurance of our love, comfort, and it reminds me of a candle holder that symbolizes stability. You always ask for your kuya, and that's why your kuya is a candle and you are the candle holder because you're always together. And so Daddy and I pour our blessings to you in the name of Jesus, and we pray more, and we always be a delight to follow God's will, find strength, and seek God's presence.
Yung down arrow. Okay. Mamaya. Hindi, doon sa ano. Down arrow lang.
Mom and Dad.
Ayan si Rachel. Ayan si Rachel. Oh.
Hello? Hello? I have to talk for my wife. She has no voice right now. Okay. Hi, Lucas, my lovely and sweet boy. I want to show you a picture of a home. There you go. When you were born, I felt like I was coming home. It felt right. You made me feel comfortable in my own skin, and you made me feel like Vancouver and Canada is where I actually wanted to be. For almost 3 years before we got you, get tissue. For almost 3 years before we got you, Vancouver felt very foreign to me, like I was some kind of OFW. I didn't feel like I belonged here, and I didn't feel or think that I wanted to stay here until I was old. It was just a place to work, and it was just a place that was full of opportunities, but not a home. But you, my boy, you changed everything, and it is good. You gave me courage and strength to join church, to participate in our little community here. You made me feel like I could still improve. so I went back to school. You made me explore the city and learn what was fun around here. You ultimately made Canada a home to me. And I couldn't be more grateful, and I thank the Lord for blessing me with such a loving and sweet boy. Okay, for me, Lucas, the name we chose Lucas because it means bringer of light and sort of clarity. And for me, Lucas was, he is my reason and my objective for everything I do now. Now, I didn't pick anything cute. Unfortunately, I picked an error. Thank you, Lucas. Oh, and I have close. Give me a second. So, after Lucas was born, I asked my good friend JR to fletch every single arrow I have with the color of orange. Orange is a mixture of red and it's a mixture of yellow. And red stands for warmth and love, and yellow means happiness and energy, and it's everything Lucas gives to me. The symbol for me is how my life and our lives and personal view have changed, Lucas, ever since you came into our lives. Prior to you, much like when you pull back the arrow, our lives are full of tension and chaos, and it really didn't have any point. We were just having fun. We were cool once, Lucas. I hope you understand. We were cool once. However, when you were born, we found a main purpose. And we knew, like the origin of that tool, we had to provide and make the best life possible for you. I knew we had to fly straight and true in our duties as parents because a crooked arrow is useless and won't benefit you in any way. I knew we had to be firm enough to raise you effectively, but flexible enough to make sure that you learn and have fun. And much like that point of the arrow, me and your mom will be the ones that will pierce and forge a path for you in life through the most difficult times with God's help. That's all.
Hello everyone. At home, we call her Adele, but outside of home, she likes to be called Vivian. Her full name is Vivian Adele. We got it from my father, Bibiano, and my mom's name is Adelaida. So every time I call her, if I get upset, she will hear Adelaida, come down here. So it's something like that. Okay. Adele, she likes lots of hugs and lots of kisses. And she likes reading. She enjoys singing. And most of all, she likes praying. And she's the fastest prayer. How do you say that? She would just mumble and then after that, she will find us to ask for the blessing, the culture, the manipo. So even, oh, are you still down here? And then she will say, oh, I forgot your blessing, I forgot your hand. And she does that. And she likes her Shopkin toys, her Barbie. And she's also very playful. Adele, or Vivian, we promise to support you to whatever you want to be. Continue to sing, continue to learn, and continue to be prayerful. And I also would like to, say thank you to Bono for being a good example to her siblings, to his siblings, I should say. And do you like to say something for Adele?
No, be good.
Thank you so much.
Mia, or Zenaya, Catlea, or Lise. Mommy and I chose a diamond to represent me. Diamonds are formed deep under the Earth's mantle from a tremendous amount of heat and pressure and are brought up to the surface by volcanic eruptions. Diamonds are the hardest jewels known to man. It also takes approximately 250 tons of ore to be mined and processed to make 1 near carat diamond. In Malachi 3:17, God refers to us as his precious jewels, saying, "They shall be mine on the day that I make them my jewels." Mommy and I chose a diamond for you because, like a diamond, you are beautiful and so very special and precious to us. Like a diamond, you are also very strong and have a very determined character, to the point that it is almost impossible to have you change your mind once you have set something upon it. And like the 250 tons of ore, Mommy and I have spent a tremendous amount of time, effort, and patience in raising you. Because you are still quite young and immature, you're also still our diamond in the rough, with some blemishes and imperfections. Therefore, it is our hope and prayer that you allow God to use his power to cut, polish, and refine you, that your true beauty and complete potential will be realized.
Zenaya, this is also a diamond, but it is inside rock. You have to chisel it, and there's like a hammer in here. And I wanted to give this to you because you are, like everything Papa said, I echo it, but even when you were made, your name means purpose. Nia means purpose. And your purpose in our family, not just to bring the glitter and the happiness, but you brought us together closer. And we love you.
Samuel Gregory, we chose for you a blue toy lion. Like a lion, you are strong and courageous and careful, while the color blue signifies the calmness and quietness in your character and the intelligence that you have at such a young age. We also chose a toy because it symbolizes the joy, innocence, and curiosity and eagerness to learn that you possess. To Mommy, you also represent healing and hope, and your birth gave us strength after a difficult and devastating time in our lives.
They say that the king of the jungle is a lion, but we know that lions are actually the king of the, where do they live? Plains, the grassland. Just like the lion who is mislabeled, if you are ever misunderstood by those around you, just remember that the only one that matters is that who knows you? Sammy. That God knows you. And we already know that Jesus understands and accepts you because he made you, and we know that lions also live in packs. And our home kind of is like a lion kingdom. You have been an amazing cub. And one day you will be making your own lion cubs. And when that happens, I want you to remember, look at me, I want you to remember favorite verse. Exodus 14, verse 14. Sammy, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still, meaning God will fight for you. When you feel like things are crazy, God will be your calm. When things are boring, God will be your fun. And I want you to remember that until you find your wife, Mommy will be your biggest cheerleader. Your agility, your fast, and your intelligence is a gift from God. But even if you don't always win, Sammy, or you aren't always the best at everything, we want you to be encouraged, look at Mommy, and keep trying. And don't be upset or afraid, because in God's eyes, you are the best. Because Samuel Gregory, you are his.
Thank you, parents, and the best. It's blessing time, and so this time we have to make a pledge before God because raising children, they are not our own, they are God's property. So, adventurer parents, can you please rise? Please rise, please stand where you are. And adventurers, you are growing to be such fine young boys and girls. Now that you are old enough to understand, your parents want you to know about the blessings they want to give you with God's help, because they cannot do that by themselves. Each person needs to know that they are loved. When God gave you to your parents, He gave them a very special person to love for the rest of their lives. So parents, please raise your hand, right hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, please raise your right hand and please mention the name of your adventurer child. Okay, everybody, please mention the name of your child. Repeat after me. I pledge to you the blessing of my love, always, no matter what. Now, in order to grow, every person needs food and shelter. Every person needs to be taught how to live a happy, loving way. Again, parents, repeat your child's name and repeat after me. I pledge to you the blessing of my health in every way I can give it, so you can grow strong in Jesus. Each child makes a mistake and needs to know that they are forgiven. Every parent makes mistakes too. So again, repeat your child's name and repeat after me. I pledge to you the blessing of forgiveness when you make mistakes and apologies
Naibalik ko ba? Na ano? Or
when
ikot
I
pa?
make
More pa, more.
mistakes. Adventurers, you are a very important part of your family. You have the power to help make your family a happy place or sad place. Do your pledge to do your
Collection? Ayun, si mga youth.
Do your pledge, do your part to make your family a very happy family. Thank you. Please be seated. Let us now call on Reggie to give us our offertory reading, and Courtney will do our prayer. And who are our deacons?
Yeah, that's the youth.
The deacons, please.
The controlling.
Yeah, for recording. Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Returning our tithes and giving our offerings.
It's from
part of worship. In addition to
live stream.
For the continuation and growth of God's work, we symbolize our faithful stewardship. All of that is His, as well as the giving of ourselves to the Lord. Using scriptural commands and invitation for the offering called lends an authenticity and spiritual tone to that part of worship. The following passages provide us an example of the type of scripture.
Yeah, because it takes a wide angle and then there's a software that
Chronicles
allows you
29,
to move it.
11:13.
Oops.
Yours, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory.
There's
and
a
the
microphone there or
and
here.
splendor.
To here.
For
And then
everything in heaven and
it
earth
goes in
is yours.
and goes there.
Yours, O
It's all
Lord,
wireless.
is the kingdom. You are exalted as head over all. Wealth and honor come from you.
No, just a mic stand.
You are the ruler of all things. In your hands are strength and power. You exalt and give strength to all.
Oh, yeah, you
Thou
can.
art God, you give you thanks and praise you gloriously.
Okay. You can leave the tripod here. That's what it is.
If it's stationary, use the tripod.
Thing is, it has to be really. Sometimes I have to put it really high, like extend it high.
Let us pray. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings that you've given unto us. You bless us, O Lord, continually in our endeavors in this life. You continually bless us in our livelihood. You continually bless us physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You keep us safe all the time, Lord. You bless every one of us here today. And we thank you, Father, for the assurance that you will hear us. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
I think that's it, right? Oh.
Calling all of the families, your families up with your children. We're going to sing our closing song, Family, Your Family, and Jesus, He is our God, and we're so glad He's brought us all together. So I'm going to call all the families.
Alright, what a wonderful service it was. I want to end by praying for the parents and the children. I want your parents to know that you're doing an amazing job, and I pray that God will continue to give you the strength that you need. Because I know that it requires a lot of energy to be a parent, and you need grace, mercy, love, forgiveness. You need everything, so I pray that God will continue to give that. And children, know that your parents love you. So I want you to kneel down with me as we bring all the children before the throne of God to end this. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you, Lord, because you love us with an unconditional love. And right now you bless the parents with children. The children are yours, Lord. You love them and you want the best for them. You have wonderful plans for them. I pray that you will continue to protect them every single day from the wiles of the enemy. I pray that you will give the parents the energy that they need to wake up every morning to provide for their needs. Father, I pray that you will give them the heart, your heart, to forgive, to protect them, to love them unconditionally, to give them grace as well. Thank you for all of the children that are here today. I pray that they will grow up to work for your kingdom. Thank you for all your blessings, Father. And I pray that each person, each parent here will get up from the prayer knowing that you have blessed them, blessed their children, and that you're always going to walk by their side. I know sometimes as a parent things are hard, things are difficult, complicated, but give them the assurance, Lord, that you're with them and that you are protecting their children. I pray that they'll cast all anxieties upon you and know that you are God. Thank you again for the children. Thank you for the parents. In your name we pray. Amen. So now I want to pronounce the benediction found in Numbers 6, verse 24 to 26. It says, "The Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon each and every single one of you. And may the Lord be gracious upon you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you, and may he give each and every single one of you peace that you need." Amen.
Hello. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, parents. I'm so glad we did it. I couldn't, no words can express, how the kids, the expression on their faces when you're actually affirming them. Wow, I remember my time when I was doing it with Al and Esther. I'm so glad to see that all over again. And so, this afternoon we have some announcements. One is we're gonna have adventure this afternoon. We're gonna have fun again, storytelling with